Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be everything college. I know if you're an incoming freshman or if it's just your first time living on campus, things can get a little hectic, but I do want to say a disclaimer. When you watch all these videos, put in mind, don't feel like you have to buy every single thing, and don't feel like, oh my god, I'm so behind. You will get it together, but I will definitely say get your necessities first. Decor and stuff comes later, because you do not want to spend all your money on decor and having your dorm look cute, then you turn around and you don't have your necessities. I have my MacBook out because I have made a list. If this is your first time on my channel, I attend Indiana State. That's in Terre Haute, Indiana. I am a junior, second semester this semester, and I lived in the dorms my first 2 years of college, and then last year I moved into an apartment. I have pretty much perspectives on both end of things. So first, we're gonna start with dorm life. Say the necessities for dorm life would definitely be a mattress topper, a mattress pad, because so many people have slept on that bed before you arrived. Like, you don't even want to think about how many people have slept on there. But let's just be realistic. You don't know whose bodies were on there, and you want to protect your body. You can get mattress foam pads, or like little foam pieces that you can put up under the mattress pad. It's whatever you prefer. Like if you're more of a firm type of sleeper, then just get a mattress topper, good to go. But I wouldn't say that the mattress foams are necessarily a necessity. I have never had one. The only reason I'm getting one this year is because of my car accident with my back. I just know I'll need extra comfort, but me personally, the twin XL beds have never bothered me. Now, if you were living in the dorms like my dorms were, we had communal bathrooms. You're dealing with a lot of people, a lot of people's odor, a lot of people's bodies, so we need to stay clean. A big necessity, y'all, say it with me, a necessity: shower shoes. Do not go in there barefoot. Do not. Same with your mattress. Thousands upon thousands of people have been in those showers, and I hate to get nasty, y'all, but these are things we have to think about. Like, you need to protect your body. Get shower shoes. I personally had the shower shoes from Target in like their college section, and they had the little holes in them. They were just like the flip-flops. I know people have used Crocs, people have used regular flip-flops, slides, doesn't really matter. As long as they're like flip-flop material, Crocs material, you're good to go. I did prefer the flip-flops with holes in them just because I don't like my feet being wet in shoes, so I need the water to like drip out. That's also like personal preference. Literally go to Dollar Tree, get you some flip-flops, something just so your feet aren't bare. And along with the shower, I recommend a plastic shower caddy. Now, you can get a mesh shower caddy. Only reason I wouldn't necessarily recommend it is because if you're one who's on the more like lazy or like forgetful side, I know some people on TikTok were saying there's screw mold. Now, I had a mesh shower caddy first semester of my freshman year. It never grew mold because I never kept it in like an odd spot. I always like emptied it and let it dry. But if you don't do that, it can grow mold. Now, the reason why I switched to a plastic shower caddy was because with my mesh shower caddy, when I had all my products in it, it wouldn't sit up straight. Like, it would fall over. It was just annoying. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with this one. I recommend a plastic one. Plastic one that's sturdy, has a handle. You're good to go. Now, I also liked having a robe because it just made it easier to walk to the bathroom in my robe, and then after the shower, like change back into my robe, versus walking into the shower fully clothed, taking those clothes off, getting out the shower, rushing to put on my clean like clothes or pajamas. I did not like to bring a lot of stuff in those dorm bathrooms. The less the better. It was just my robe and my shower caddy and my phone. Done. Okay, now let's talk about laundry. Your laundry products is something that is going to be in what to buy in bulk. Okay, can I tell you how many people I knew that were constantly buying laundry detergent, scent boosters, fabric softener, like all those type things, constantly buying them because they didn't buy them in bulk? I recommend, if you or your family member have like a wholesale club membership, go get your laundry stuff there because it saves you so much time. My sophomore year, my dad bought me some Tide Pods from Sam's Club. Guys, they lasted me a whole semester. When you're in college, most of us were broke, okay? When we buy groceries, my main focus was food. I do not want to spend money on laundry stuff. And while we're on the topic of what to buy in bulk, you're also gonna buy your paper towels and any snacks that you know you absolutely love. Everybody in the world goes through paper towels like crazy. That's why you buy them in bulk. Sam's Club has a big pack of paper towels, I think for like $15. You want to try your absolute best to not constantly have to restock on just simple things like that. And that goes same for if you're like in an apartment. When you buy your toilet paper, buy it in bulk at the wholesale club. You won't have to worry about it for so long. My dad bought me those paper towels. He also bought me a big pack of fruit roll-ups. I love fruit roll-ups. I'm constantly eating them, and it was smarter to just get them in bulk at Sam's Club than me constantly once, twice a month buying a small pack of fruit roll-ups from like Walmart. If you're going to school in a small town, listen to me carefully, okay? Are you listening? Are your ears on? Because you need to hear me. Look up the grocery stores that are in the town that you're moving into. If they don't have a Trader Joe's, if they don't have a Costco, they don't have your local grocery stores where you get stuff that you know is only there, go to those stores and make sure you get it. I made that mistake my freshman year. Like, the only similar grocery store in Terre Haute that's also in Kansas City is Walmart. So that added like a whole nother layer of, I guess you could say, like stress, because I'm like, this is all new, what the heck? And on top of that, they didn't have a Target. If you watch my first YouTube video, we don't have to talk about them not having a Target because you already know. But it's things like that that you may not think as a big deal. For my people of color, if you are moving to a small town, get your hair products before you leave. If you're used to getting your hair products at Target, Walmart, go to the Target and Walmart at home and get them. Because small towns, if they don't have a lot of people of color, they're not gonna have our products. I know you're probably thinking, well, I'm gonna go to school and my hair's gonna be in braids. My hair's gonna be in a protective style. Yeah, but it's not gonna be in a protective style the whole time you're at school. If you buy your hair products before you get to school, you will thank yourself so much. As far as dorm organization goes, I will say it can be difficult depending on the type of dorm you live in. My freshman year dorm, my roommate and I's room was considered a bigger room because we were on the corner, but it was still very small, only because you have to split the room in half. But my biggest advice is to raise your bed, and then you use a space up under your bed. It just makes your life so much easier, guys. Because once you raise your bed, you can set your drawers up under there, set your laundry basket up under there if need be. Now, along with storage, I would recommend getting the drawers, extra like storage drawers that you can get. I get the white one that isn't like see-through. I don't want to walk in and I see like, per se, my underwear or all my like clothes just exposed out in the open. Most people don't care, but I care. I don't want all my business out there. But they have them in gray, I know for sure, but I'm not sure if they have them in other colors. The other thing I would suggest is getting a cart. A cart like this, you're gonna need, especially if you own a lot of hair products. That right there is where I store all my hair products, and it allows so much more space on my desk to where my desk is only limited to my skincare and makeup. And then I also have like all my nail kit stuff on there. And if you have room, you know where that can go? Under your bed. When I mentioned putting your laundry basket up under your bed, I 1000% recommend you getting a laundry basket with wheels. I made the mistake fall of my freshman year getting a laundry basket without wheels, and when I tell you I was tired of dragging that thing to the elevator, dragging it back on the elevator, dragging it to my room, I was so sick of it. And I know you'll see all these laundry baskets on Amazon that are so cute. They say laundry on it, they have the divider. I don't care if it's ugly, get a laundry basket with wheels. I have a laundry basket with wheels. It's white, it's not ugly, it's just white. Now, once you raise your bed and you have all the open space in your dorm room, this allows you to have more room for a rug. A rug is obviously personal preference. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a necessity unless you and your roommate agree on it, or if you don't have a roommate, unless it's something that you think you really want. I personally do love having a rug in my room just because it makes it more of a homey feel, and it doesn't feel like, I'm just like in a dorm at school, you know? Like, you want to make your room feel as homey as possible, and I think a rug would definitely help. I personally loved having a rug because I would come in between classes and take a nap on my rug. I don't like having outside clothes on my bed, so you better believe I was taking a nap on my rug. Everybody that came to my room, they would probably end up falling asleep on my rug, and they're like, your rug's so soft, I love it, thank you. And I do think it's something that'll help you feel more adjusted, because it's like when you come in, it's gonna look more like a room, you know? Like I said, I take naps on my rug in between classes. I also have throw blankets. I have a throw blanket that would go on my bed, and then I had a throw blanket that was dedicated for my naps on my rug. You may think that's extra, but like I said, I don't allow outside clothes on my bed, so I'm not about to use the throw blanket on my bed on the floor. If you don't want to be extra and have two, you can just have one dedicated to the rug or one dedicated to the bed. Doesn't matter. But I will say throw blankets are a necessity. If you live in the Midwest, East Coast, it can get cold and you can't really regulate your dorm room that much. Like, we had a thermostat in there, didn't necessarily work. I mean, the air worked, but did the heat? Not so much. And I think a throw blanket just adds a nice little look to your bed as well. And you know what else you're gonna need if you're going to school in the East Coast or Midwest? A coat. I know a lot of people probably move to school and they don't pack at least one coat, or they don't pack all their hoodies. I pack at least one coat and a couple hoodies. Your classrooms are gonna be cold. You're gonna wanna have at least a hoodie or a jacket. But Indiana is very windy. A 60-70 degree day in Kansas City is different than it is in Indiana. It's not windy in Kansas City, so it's just like chill. I won't need a little jacket. In Indiana, I will. Y'all, the wind is so bad there. I feel like that episode of SpongeBob when he's walking with the pizza through the wind. Like, the amount of time that has been me on campus, I promise you I felt like I was gonna blow away. Especially if you're going to school out of state or further away. Fall semesters, I only go home Thanksgiving and Christmas. Obviously, Thanksgiving's in November. It's obviously gets colder sooner than November. Once I come home for Thanksgiving, then that's when like I trade out like my summer clothes and then pack all my hoodies and stuff like that. Let's talk about your desk space. Now, I know most desks in college aren't huge. If you don't have a lot of desk space, this is where you want to prioritize your organization for real. Now, I have a makeup organizer that I keep on my desk, but I don't only have makeup on there. I have skincare and perfumes as well. It saves so much space, and it also leaves minimal things on your desk. So at most, I have like 3 things on my desk because I have the makeup organizer, I have a mirror, and then I have a lamp. When it comes to a mirror, I've always had a mirror with lights on it. I think it helps because I'm not a big fan of the lighting that comes in dorms. I'm not a fan of yellow light. I just prefer white light. And if you like to create content, make TikToks, stuff like that, the lighting's so much better. Like, that's what I'm using right now is my mirror with the lights on it. If you get the mirror with the light, you may not need a lamp on your desk. To each their own. So you can save money in that way. But I will say, if you do get a lamp, make sure your lamp has some type of outlet so you can charge things, because outlets are slim to none in dorm rooms, y'all. Extension cords are going to be your best friend. I have always had 2 extension cords. The only reason I have 2 is because I have a bigger one that has like multiple outlets in it, and then I have a white one that has I think 2 or 3, and that's the one I keep near my bed just to like charge my phone and stuff. Something that I didn't learn until last school year that is really important is pillows. And when I say pillows, I mean the quality of your pillows. I found myself every semester, maybe twice every semester, buying new pillows because I would just get like cheap ones at like Walmart or Target and they would get flat so quick. Don't do that because you're wasting money. I think I got Serta pillows and those lasted me all school year, and those are the pillows I'm using in my bed here. And I think the same thing goes for comforters. Unless you're wanting like a different vibe, you should definitely invest in like a good comforter because you can honestly reuse it if you want to. Since last year, I've decided I'm just gonna have like a white comforter just in case I want to like change up the theme of my room during the school year. It's always gonna go because it's white. I know some people say white will get dirty quick, but like that's when you don't like eat in your bed or don't be dirty when you get in your bed, and then your white comforter is gonna be fine. And another important thing that I forgot my freshman year, just because it's something that can be so easily forgotten, is slippers. Get you some slippers. I prefer to get cute ones. There's so many cute ones on Amazon. Slippers are definitely important, especially if you're in a dorm, because say like you make friends on your floor. They're like, oh, come to my room and look at this. I just cringe when I see people barefoot. I'm like, I would not be doing that. I'm sorry. Now, a big important thing to do is always, of course, to keep your dorm room clean. Now, but how you clean it can be depending on if you have a rug or not. We didn't have a rug, so we just like sweep the floor because it was hardwood. My sophomore year, we also had a Swiffer wet jet. Now, since I've moved and had my own room and I have a rug, I have a mini vacuum. I love my mini vacuum because it just makes things so much easier. And on top of the cleaning supplies, I always make sure I have an all-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, disinfectant wipes, Lysol. It's gonna be hard to not get sick in college because I mean you literally live there. Any way you can, make sure you're being clean, you clean everything. Like after friends come over, make sure you clean your room. Now I've had a mini fridge all of college. I 100% love my mini fridge, and I think everybody should have a mini fridge. I know some people share mini fridges with their roommates, like they split it. My roommate and I, my freshman year, we did start out sharing a mini fridge. Once my parents came to visit, they just bought me a mini fridge because it was a thing of like, I'm gonna need my own once we get a new dorm anyway, and I knew we weren't gonna be roommates again. So it's good starting out. If you guys want to like split, like yeah, that's good to like save money, don't forget that you guys are splitting that, and make sure like you get your own, because it is so convenient knowing that I'm always gonna have my own mini fridge. Let's talk water bottles. I have had, I believe, 4 water bottles since I've been in college. I think 5, I don't know. So I started out my freshman year with the Brita water bottle because I was like, oh, it has like a little filter in it, so cute, so cool. You have to like bite down on it, and I got tired of cleaning that, I'm not gonna lie. So I stopped using that one, mainly because I was lazy is why I stopped using it. I know people love like the Brita water bottle, but just make sure you are disciplined enough to clean it. Same thing goes for you have a Brita filter in your mini fridge. After that, I got my first Stanley cup. I loved it. Then I went home for summer and I found the Stanley cup that I always have loved, but I could never find. So of course I bought it. It's my tried and true. Love her. Bought that this summer before my sophomore year. Get to school my sophomore year, I started going to the gym and they're like, oh, you can't bring that in, it has a straw. I'm like, what? I had a Stanley cup all last year, you guys didn't say anything. Like, do I have to go home, or can I just like take the straw out? They were like, oh, you can take the straw out and use it, but like it can't have a straw. And I don't like using my Stanley cup as like a sippy cup. I don't know, I like the straw. So then I bought Stanley cup flip lid because I'm like, yeah, I love this. You can use it in the gym, so easy, so cool. Whenever you drop it, part that you put your mouth on, if you drop it like upside down, dirty again. I just did not like that. And I also didn't like how it was like exposed, because as you see, I have my little topper thing on it, so I wasn't a fan of that. So I was like, okay. I just kind of had to roll with it. It's like I need to go to the gym, so oh well. This summer, I recently bought a Simply Modern cup because it was cute. It's cute, right? If I was going to college as a freshman, I would get an Awala water bottle. Very durable because the part that you put your mouth on is going to be covered, and you can bring it in the gym. I don't know if other rec centers are like that on campus, but let me save you the heartache. Get an Awala, okay? Let's talk electronics. I got my MacBook Air before I left for school. I love her. I use her all the time for everything. Then spring of my freshman year, I bought my iPad Air. They're very pricey, but in my opinion, they're worth it. My major is exercise science, so I use them all the time. Now I will say it can be a major thing on like which laptop would be better for you. Like I know my roommate, she was a business major. She hated Macs when it came to Excel. Personally, baby, I'm an exercise science major. We don't really use Excel, so I didn't really run into that problem. But like I also know a lot of other business majors and they love the MacBooks. It is a preference thing. But another thing is to consider is also which goes better with your lifestyle. Like, yes, I bought my MacBook for college, but I'm also going to use it long after college, you know? So it's kind of like what is your preference in the long run? But hey, if you're big money, you can buy another laptop after you graduate. Go ahead, girl, do you. My iPad I use all the time just because I write my notes with my iPad pencil. I haven't bought a notebook since I got my iPad unless a professor like requests you to use a notebook to turn like stuff in, because I have my pencils. You're saving paper in a way. Also, once you get in the routine of your classes, like you get to learn how your professor lectures and stuff. So there's certain days where I'm like, oh, I only need my iPad because I'm just gonna write them. Or if I need my MacBook because the professor talks too fast, we're typing on the MacBook today. It's just little things like that. And how I take my notes is on GoodNotes. I love GoodNotes because you can also record the lectures. So when I'm reviewing for like a test and things like that, I can play back the lecture that happened. Or like classes like anatomy, there's gonna be a lot of information. I will go back and rewatch the lecture and fill in the blank on my notes. Now the last but definitely not least thing is an ID wallet. Your ID, it is how you get into the dining hall, rec center, games, the dorm hall. So you do not wanna lose that. I know a lot of people lose them all the time because you can put your dorm key on it, and with having an ID wallet, it's just so easy to pull it out because it's right in the front. Okay, y'all, we covered a lot in this video. I hope I helped you guys out a little bit in terms of relieving a little stress for college. I know it can be very hectic, especially if it's your first year because it's a new environment. Probably never lived away from home, but you got this. You are gonna do good in college. Adjusting to new things can be hard. You're gonna adjust, and I know you're gonna do great. If you guys want any more college tips or college videos, just let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest.